Welcome to you all in this session of virtual lab simulation of electrical machine lab, and today's practical is speed control of slip ring induction motor by using rotor resistance. Okay, so we have the simulation what you are seeing on the screen. This is the practical and this is the circuit connection, and so this is the practical speed control of slip ring induction motor. Okay, so first we read what is the theory, and then this is the circuit diagram. Where is voltmeter is given, ammeter is given, wattmeter is given, then rotor resistance is there. This is the rotor resistance. This is auto transformer, and this is slip ring induction motor. Guys, here there is the stator connection, 3 windings. These are the 3 terminals of windings, and this is the rotor terminals, and this is resistance, rotor resistance. We will connect this rheostat through this connection, okay, through cables to this connection, and this is the rotor. Okay, so what we have to do, why we perform, this is the circuit diagram. You can see here a slip ring or wound rotor induction motor has a stator like squirrel cage induction motor, same stator, it has the same stator like squirrel cage induction motor, but a rotor with insulated windings brought out via slip ring and brushes. So you can see here, guys, these are the slip ring and brushes on the shaft. These are mounted on the shaft, and these are brushes, these are slip rings, you can see here, and this is the shaft. These are the brushes, black colored, and these are the 3 terminals of rotor resistance. These are external resistance connected to rheostat. Okay, and this is the rotor circuit, and this is the rotor circuit, and this is star connected rotor winding. Okay, here it is shown star connected rotor windings. So this is the equivalent circuit of slip ring induction motor. So what we have to do, so we can go directly in the simulation, and now start. First I am resetting this connection. Okay, first I am resetting, so all the connections are removed. So as you can see, all the instruments are here. Voltmeter is there, ammeter is there, this is ammeter, voltmeter, wattmeter is there, resistance box is there. This resistance box we have to connect it in the rotor circuit. These are the 3 terminals of rotor circuit, and this is auto transformer, induction motor is there, and this is the rotor view, and this is the main supply, MCB is there. So guys, first of all connect the auto transformer input with this supply connection from 1st to 21, then from 2nd to 22, and 3rd to 23. So supply is coming to auto transformers input. Okay guys, supply is coming from supply MCB. Supply 1 is connected to 21, and this is these 3 terminals are the input terminals of auto transformer. Now these are the output terminals of auto transformer. Now first connect the voltmeter, connect 12 to 4 and 13 to 5. Okay, 4 to 12, 5 to 13. So voltmeter is connected across the supply. Then connect this ammeter. So take a connection from here to 6. Ammeter is connected in series. Then 7 and 8 connect wattmeter current coil. 7 and 8. This is the 2nd terminal of ammeter, and this is the 1st terminal of wattmeter. So this is current coil. Basically current coil is connected in series. Then point number 9. This is the output of current coil. Connect to 15 motors terminal. Okay, this will be connected to motor terminal first. 15 number, 9 to 15. Okay, then connect 13 to 2nd 16 13 to 16 second supply terminal, then 14 to 17 third supply terminal, two induction motors. So all the three phase supply is given to the motor. Okay, first phase supply is coming through current coil. See here, you can see this is the first phase of supply is connected through current coil of wattmeter, current through ammeter and wattmeter. It is coming through ammeter and wattmeter and connected to 15. Then second phase is connected 13 to 16, then 14 to 17. Okay guys, okay, now wattmeter 10 point is connect to 12 point, then 11 pressure coil is connected to 17. Okay, now connect 18 rotor resistance is connected to rotor terminals, 25, then 20 to 26. So guys, we have completed the circuit connections. Then we have to check. So check, click on this check, and the message will come, alert, correct connection, proceed to take readings. So guys, we have connected the correct connections. Okay, so now click on this MCB, it gets on, switched on. Okay, and color will appear green. MCB's color will appear green. So supply is switched on. Then click on at any point of auto transformer, anywhere. Click at anywhere in auto transformer so that motor will be started. So I am clicking on this here. Okay, so motor will be started. Okay, motor is started. See the supply voltage. This is 400 voltage is here. Supply is given. Then current reading is 2 point something ampere, 2.6 ampere. Then wattmeter reading is 40 watt. Okay, 40 watt. Now this is the rotor resistance and the speed of motor. See here, 1474 RPM. Induction motor is running at 1474 RPM. Now we have to change the rotor resistance. Now gradually increase the value of rotor resistance. Increase from here by dragging this. So you can see here the current reading and wattmeter reading and speed is changing. Speed is decreased. What happens when we apply rotor resistance during running condition? Speed decreases. Okay, speed is decreasing. Again increase the resistance by dragging it dragging it at the right side. Again rotor speed decreases. Now it becomes 1352 RPM. Again increase the value of rotor resistance. Then take a look on ammeter reading, wattmeter reading and RPM. RPM is decreased. It becomes 1300 RPM. Wattmeter becomes 1100 watt. Then ammeter current, and the last optimum value of resistance is this. So now the speed becomes 1250. So speed is decreasing. When we are applying the rotor resistance, speed is decreasing. So guys, again you can decrease the resistance. Decrease the resistance like this. And if you decrease the resistance, rotor resistance, then again speed increases. See here, you can see in the diagram 1388. It becomes 1388. Wattmeter reading 680. And again top left, extreme left, go to extreme left. This is the minimum reading. Okay. So there should be some resistance. Okay, there should be some resistance. Now it is increasing at the previous value. So guys, that's it. So that's it.